Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be showing you how to build Rince, an alternate build I've made using the parts from the LEGO Creator set number 31128 Dolphin and Turtle. So starting off, I'll be lifting up the camera and showing you a good bird's eye view of the parts that are used to build build. Now, of course, with a lot of my other alternate builds and their how-tos, there's going to be certain sections that are going to be pre-built, but you're not really missing much by me skipping those. They're basically just like smaller segments of the build that are either duplicated or mirrored. So I just left those together, just basically speed up the process a little bit. But with that, let's get this build started. So let's go ahead and start with the torso. So for the torso, we grab one of these pieces, this inverted curve piece, a white 1x2, and then two of these mixel ball joint pieces, the horizontal kind, and we basically just attach them here like so. Good. And then we take one of these horizontal mixel socket joints and attach it onto this side right here with the ball joints with the socket joints sticking that way. Then what we do is we take two of these white hinge pieces and basically line these up on the studs like so, with the hinge parts facing out that way, away from the socket joint. Then after that, we take a 2x3, a white 2x3, just layer it on, just sandwich that in, basically. And then after that, we start tiling it up. So here I have one of the 2x2 jumper plates in this azure color. So we basically just attach it on like there, make sure it's lined up like so. Then what we do is we take two of these corner tiles, and then what we do is we just attach those onto those studs, onto those remaining studs like so. And then with this last stud, we're going to take one of these green 1x2, one of these lime green jumper plates, and this sort of got this super light blue, not quite white, but it's a sort of super light blue. Grab one of these curved pieces in this sort of light blue color, and then one of these jumper plates, and just line it up like so. Then after that, we put this. We attach the jumper plate, the anti-studs on the jumper plate onto this stud right here. And make sure you line it up on the middle like so, making sure that the stud, the blue stud, goes in between the four teeth here, lining that up, and there you have that all centered up. And now we have the sort of upper torso complete. And then for the lower torso, we grab this yellow clip piece, grab two of these azure curve pieces, attach these onto those yellow studs. Then after that, we take 2 more of these mixel ball joints, and then we attach them onto the anti-studs, making sure that the ball joints are facing out to the sides. And then after that, we sandwich that in with one of these 2x2 like rounded pieces. Then we just clip that in and secure that. Then after that, we can just clip these 2 components together. The clips clip onto the hinges, like so. And there we have the torso ready to go. Now let's work on the head. So for the head, let's start with the face. So we grab one of these light gray bracket pieces. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 more of these light green, lime green, like blue. So these are light green corner tile pieces. And we basically attach those onto these studs on the top of this bracket, like so. And just line them up as shown. Just line these up as shown. And there we have the sort of face of this. After that, we take another one of our mixel ball joints, and we just attach the studs onto the anti-studs of this bracket. After that, we take 2 of these flower petal 1x1 studs and just attach them onto the anti-studs, like so. Now you can adjust the petals however you like, but really doesn't matter all that much. After that we take a white 1x2 and we attach the studs onto the anti-studs, like so. And there we have that. After that, we take another bracket and 2 more of these super light blue color pieces, and just attach these onto these top studs, like so. Just line them up as shown. There we have that. After that, we can attach the blue anti-studs and attach them to the remaining studs on this face assembly. And we attach it like so. And now we have this sort of head. So now we're going to go ahead and build the sort of head dress sort of assembly. So we take one of these interesting pieces. It's like this sort of curved at one side. It sort of has a similar shape to. It sort of has similar dimensions to a 2x6, but instead of 2 more studs at each corner, there's a sort of curved thing right here. So what we're going to do with this piece is we take another one of these 2x2 jumper plates, attach that onto the 4 studs in the middle. Then after that, we take one of these corner pieces, but in blue, and we attach that onto this middle stud, like this, making sure that this point here, this corner point here is facing down towards the curved end of this part. After that, we take one of these lime green curve pieces and one of these lime green pieces. Attach this anti-stud onto the stud, making sure that they lines up to a nice smooth curve, and then just build 2 of those. After that, we just attach we just attach these anti-studs onto these two studs for each side, like so. Then after that, we flip it around, and then attach two of these green 1x1 stud pieces, and just attach it onto these anti-studs here, right next to this, right next to these green anti-studs, but not on them, just next to them, just right under them. And there we have that. After that, we can then go ahead and attach this headdress onto the head. And you basically do this by attaching these two studs onto these two anti-studs, like so. And there we have Rince's head complete. After that, let's now work on the leg. So the leg is also pretty simple. We take one of these vertical mixel socket joints. Then after that, we set off to the side because we're not going to be using that just yet, but we're going to be using these three azure pieces, a 1x2, the curved piece, and another corner piece. So with this, you're basically taking one of these and basically just lining it on top of that like so. Then after that, we take your corner piece and line it up like so. Like that. And then after that, we take the mixel socket joint piece and line this end up with these two anti-studs with that. And then after that, we take one of these like dark azure clip pieces and basically attach this onto the remaining blue anti-stud, like so, making sure that the claw is facing towards the flat end that is not facing towards the socket joint. And then we just cap off and basically we're going to sandwich this in with a white 1x2 like so. And then with that, let's now move on to the lower leg, which is also pretty simple. We grab one of these pieces, grab another one of these hinge pieces, grab one of these sort of 1x4s, this sort of 1x4 half tile, half plate sort of thing. And we basically just line one end up like so. Then after that, we're going to be taking one of these pieces, but in this azure color, and just attaching this stud onto this anti-stud here at the end. So boop. And then after that, we take another one of these curved pieces and attach this anti-stud onto this stud right here. So, doop. Then after that, we just clip the lower leg onto the thigh, making sure that it's connected like so, and then we mirror that. And now let's move on to the, arm, I guess. So, the arm build, we're going to start off with another one of these bracket pieces. We're going to attach this yellow curved 1x2 piece. We're going to attach that onto the studs on the side of the brackets. And then on this side, we're going to be connecting this flower piece and plugging it into the hollow stud, like so. Okay, then after that, we'll take another one of these curved pieces and attach it onto the side with the flower petals, like so. And then you flip it over and you take another one of these mixel socket joint pieces, the vertical kind, and basically line it up with these two anti-studs like so. Boop. And then the next you take these two pieces, this like this sort of piece and this corner piece, and basically you're gonna tile this stud up right here with the tile. And then just attach this anti-stud onto the stud right here. Boom. Pretty simple. Just mirror that. Then after that, you basically have all the components of Rince done. But I've also built a sort of a display stand for her, so let's go ahead and build that real quick too. So let's start off with like the sandy bed of the base itself. So we grab two of these, basically line them up one stud off, like so. And then take two of these like beige brackets and line them up with these studs here on this side. Take one of these brackets and attach it to the stud at the end. And then after that, you basically build another one of those and just flip it up over. Then after that, we take our 2x4 and basically use that to connect these two together. Then after that, we're gonna build the other like little things to like bring it to life, bring the seabed to life. So let's grab this beige hinge piece, this beige like clip piece. You flip it upside down so that it's like this. You clip it in like so. Then after that, you take this flower piece, this sort of like flower piece, which is rather interesting. We take another one of these flowery pieces and connect onto this tube here at the center, this one that exposes an actual hole. We just connect that onto the middle, like so. Then flipping over, we take another one of these pieces and connect that right in between these four studs, which can be a little bit more tricky than just connecting it onto one of these studs, but it's not too hard. Then after that, we just connect this green stud onto the anti-stud here on this hinge piece. Then after that, we just connect this assembly, just connect the anti-studs of this assembly onto the studs on the side of the bracket, like so. Then after that, we take another one of these pieces, these like yellow, like 1x2 rounded pieces. Then we take two of these like sort of elephant trunk pieces. And then we just connect these bar connections onto the whole hollow studs, like so. Then after that, we take these two translucent window pieces and just connect them on top of each other. And then after that, let's just assemble this. So we can just attach this onto these two studs right here. It doesn't really matter what. Like it's really not really that big of a deal. Then we attach this piece. It really doesn't matter. You can like decorate this however you like. You can just rotate these however, and you can like attach the anti-studs of this onto these two studs right next to this. And then after that, we take our crab and just attach it wherever. I'm attaching it right here. Then after that, here we have the stand base thing all put together and ready to go. Then after that, we can go ahead and we can go ahead and do our final assembly. So we attach the legs onto these ball joints here. The arms, well, if you can call them arms, onto the ball joints here, and then we connect the head like so. And then just display her however you like, and just attach her onto, the display base. And with that, we are done. We have Rince completely assembled and ready to go. And with that, I think that'll be it for this tutorial build. If you enjoyed this video, consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.